Yeah, and you know, we
Yeah,
might
Drew,
even
it
get a
could be
warm-up too.
Yeah, Lena, you're pushing it when you're saying warm up, but you know we're gonna talk 50-degree temperatures later this week, and I know a lot of us. I know the kids love the snow. Some of the parents did too. It was the first snow. It was kind of magical. We're gonna lose a lot of that snowpack as we go throughout this week, but there's a chance by this time next week we'll be gaining it back. So you give and take in December around here this time of year. So I want to start with a big picture look. This is a little bit different look, but this is a U.S. snow cover right now. I was just looking at some of this and messing around with some of the stats. 12.4% of the U.S. is covered by snow right now. That's actually the lowest amount on December 6th in 8 years, since 2012. And looking back at that year, we got quite a bit of snow in January locally that year. But overall, a lot of the country right now is, you can see all the way down to the ground. We're still dealing with anywhere from about 3 to 6 inches in some of our main areas. A lot of that is compacted, still a little bit more in some of those locations that picked up over 20, but it continues to melt away really slowly. And really the only snow that fell in the U.S. of consequence over the last couple of days was the nor'easter, which dumped 10 to 20 inches of snow up in Canada. So temperatures right now at or below freezing for most of us. So we're going to keep that snowpack tonight. It's got that crunch to it. We may add just a little coating in some locations, especially close to the lake. You can see I really had to ramp up the radar here, but we are detecting some flurries as we have a north wind off the lake. There's not a lot of moisture available, but look at how this wind piles up. This is the current wind right now. You see how it all piles up along the lake shore, so there's not a lot of friction out over the water. Once it hits the land, it has some friction, and so it slows down, and all that air coming in off the water piles up. That is often a reason why we get lake effect snow around here, because you get that lift or all that air that is going upward. But again, we lack the moisture. You can see how dry it is across the lakes. So just some flurries and some light snow showers expected overnight tonight, if even that. System down to the south will miss us. There's a nor'easter up in the northeastern half of the United States, now long gone, and very, very quiet weather will settle in across the U.S. much of this week. And the one thing we're going to keep, though, tomorrow will be the cold, as that reinforcing shot of cooler air comes in from Canada. So let's go hour by hour with your National Design Mart forecast. You can see the models picking up on that air that's piling up. It's indicating some perhaps heavier snow near the lakeshore counties. We know that's just not true because we've got the drier air in place. So just some snow showers as we go throughout your Monday. That's about it. Most of us will just be cloudy. Temperatures very similar to our Sunday. Later in the day, we'll start to bring in even drier air. I think we'll erode some of those clouds. So if you're out towards Sandusky, down towards Ashland, we may see some peaks of sunshine. But really for the Cleveland area out east, we don't change this pattern all the way through Tuesday. We'll have these clouds with periodic flurries, and then eventually on Tuesday, that's when we kick that out. So let's go the week ahead and look at the big scale pattern change here across the U.S. It's going to be quiet, as I mentioned, Tuesday and Wednesday, system diving towards our north. But then things start to change next weekend. We're going to see a big system develop in the plain states. We'll be on the warm side of this. So next weekend, we're talking wind and rain on Saturday as of now, and then we turn cooler with some snow chances beyond that. And that looks to bring in some pretty cold air behind it. In fact, coldest of the season, your Ken Ganley Kia 10-day outlook. You can see the climb towards 50 this week. We're going to get some sunshine in here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Lena, next weekend at this time, we should have a pretty impactful storm system across the Great Lakes. And that's the next thing on our radar. No pun intended.
Okay, thanks so much, Matt.